Hello and welcome to the Daily Brown Bag. Today we're going to be covering some recently released email statistics. I'm Chad Hill and I'm joined by Adam Stetzer.
Hey, good morning, Chad. Welcome to the Brown Bag. We're talking about our recent survey of marketers in the US, Germany, and France. And Chad, this reminds us that email is still a vital part of the overall marketing strategy. I know we cover this all the time. We talk about it internally. We talk about it with our SEO reseller community and our 4 o'clock training. And it just seems like we got to repeat these stats over and over again because they're pretty strong. Today we're looking at a survey that was conducted by MailJet. That's an email service provider. And they looked at 300 marketers for mid-sized and large companies in this survey pool. So a pretty good sample. 100 from the US, 100 from France, and 100 from Germany, trying to get to see if there's any international differences here. Each company surveyed sends about 500,000 emails each month. That's over 500,000 emails a month. So these are folks who are way into email marketing at a fairly large scale. And these findings maybe will surprise you. I guess, Jeff, for us probably won't because we cover these stats so much. Email is an important part of marketing. Bears repeating, email is still very important. 73% of marketers in the US say email is very or extremely important to their overall marketing. Marketers in France were similar at 70%, saying very or extremely important, and in Germany they're at 61%, so all in the ballpark of around the 70% saying it is very or extremely important to their marketing, which again, Chad, is really interesting to talk about when we know how many of our small businesses just struggle to have a good capture for email list building. They struggle to have a good nurture, and they certainly struggle to look at these statistics and understand. So maybe they believe it won't be vital in the future and that email is declining. Well, the stats don't support that. They show that it's going to continue to be a vital part of marketing. 67% of US marketers said the importance of email will either increase or at least stay the same for the next 5 years. Germany and France coming in at 83 and 81%, so even more optimistic that email will either at least stay the same but possibly grow in importance. So I think the discussion here, Chad, is this is a challenge. I mean, we know the spam filters are gaining sophistication each and every day. We've got to figure out how to get people to open these emails, and I think it comes down to strategies and tailoring those messages so people actually open those emails. What can people do?
Yeah, Adam, and it is interesting here. Once again, we're looking at these stats that continue to support that email is so important. The two most important things that came out of this survey in terms of getting an improved open rate were personalization or basically using any kind of past preferences or information that was provided by the user, and the other one was really maintaining a good current email list. And this is something I think a lot of people could spend a bit more time on and probably get some improved results. So in looking at these 3 different markets, Germany definitely had the leg up on personalization. About 30% of German email marketers are using past information, preferences, purchasing behavior to inform the emails that are going out, whereas only 17% of US marketers and 13% of French marketers are using personalization. Now, marketers in all 3 countries listed blacklisting and ending up in the spam folder as a primary concern. Definitely 80% are concerned about spam. 8 and 10 are familiar with the spam laws, but only about 58% have reviewed those in the last 6 months. So depending on your market, it's probably good to go in and refresh your understanding of them, because I think, if anything, Adam, what we've seen is that people tend to categorize spam when maybe it's not legally spam. So anyone thinks spam is just anytime an unsolicited email comes in. Spam actually has a much more specific definition. Americans are definitely ahead on A/B testing and social media. So about 93% of US marketers are using A/B testing, which again is actually sending 2 different formats or 2 different tests out to different parts of your email list, segmenting them, and then looking at the response rate or the open rates and seeing how that performs. 80% of marketers in France are doing it, and 77% in Germany. And again, one of the other real interesting things here was that U.S. markets tend to be working in conjunction between social media and email, so hooking in email or social media to their email marketing campaigns. About 90% of U.S. marketers are using social media as a part of marketing, whereas in EU it's around 78%. So a couple takeaways here to maybe give you some ideas on how to improve your email marketing. The first thing is to remember that every customer is probably not looking for the same thing. So we see in Germany that personalization is really important. Personalization can take a lot of forms. It can be just as simple as thinking about who subscribed to the list and what they're interested in, all the way down to using very precise technology to include different custom images based on what previous purchases might have been. So really don't overcomplicate personalization. You can start simple. The other one is don't, it goes along here, don't blast the same message to your entire list. Really try to tailor things down. You know how people came and personalize. And then again, in terms of lists, check your lists, edit them. There's a lot of great filters with some of the off-the-shelf email marketing providers, as well as the service we offer, to go in and look at, how long ago did someone actually open an email. So maybe starting to scrub out some people who have never opened, or have specific campaigns to try to get people who haven't opened in a while to maybe pop back in and re-engage with your email. So those are just a couple ideas, but again, email marketing, really important, really critical stats that we're reviewing today, Adam.
Yeah, it's interesting, Chad, because we know from surveying our reseller community, it isn't top of mind for them. They want to sell SEO and websites. We've seen that in the data. We covered that data a few weeks ago. Yeah, these statistics are just relentless, Chad. I feel like they're chasing us every month. We're covering this, so it seems like there is a little bit of a disconnect. Maybe it's because it's not a sexy product. Maybe it's because it's more difficult and hard to measure and takes more integration with the client. But I guess we would just urge you, if you're not doing email marketing for your small business client or for yourself, these data, they're never wrong. You need to listen to them and realize you're leaving some money on the table. And if you're finding that too challenged, push your provider or come see us at our 4 o'clock training. We'd be happy to talk about it. Well, that's our brown bag for today. We really appreciate you joining us, and of course, we'd love to see you tomorrow. So we'll ask that you hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you again soon.